energy is the power. And power, the word, has been misused, and so therefore it probably connotates certain things in your brain. But when I say power, I use it in the sense of when you feel powerless, you feel like a victim, and
Mm-hmm.
a big one, and no way out of that perspective. And when you've been made to feel powerless over and over through time, for one reason or another, um, it's easy to protect that victim with anger because it takes you to a whole different place. It takes your body into fight mode, um, or flight. But I preferred fight. I still prefer fight, but in a different fashion. Um, and I don't really want to fight. That's just it. And I'm learning that I don't have to. Therein lies the power. That I am powerful enough in my own self that I don't have to fight. Um, I don't need to make anybody agree with me. I don't want to. I want people to learn that they are just as powerful, that you can make real changes in here, in your spirit, in your soul, which is your heart, which is by far more powerful than this powerful brain. It's just hard to listen to the heart because this guy's freaking talking all the time. And but there are ways of learning how to do it, and it changes your perspective, which changes your feelings, which is has a ripple effect. Um, that's a I keep going back to Buckham because it's a real world example of something that I would love to do, and um, that's it's not the chainsaws. Sorry. Um,
Something we've talked about doing for years.
but it's just the space that he has made and the ripple effect it has had that I've watched. Um, I don't remember how many he had, but I think he was like 60,000, 60 some thousand subscribers, I want to say, when I signed on. But um, him, just being him, and I'm not like, oh, fucking, my God, fucking, I'm not, no. I love to praise it because it's the first real world example that I can see of just freaking amazingness. And by that I mean love and no requirements other than be respectful and be kind, which is love.
Absolutely. There's room for all of us all the time and value in all of us and our different perspectives all the time. And that's, what I love about the bucking community. And one of the things we've always talked about doing is um, just pulling people together for a common good. We've had a lot of different ideas over the years, but really the core of it is pulling people together, um, and and
For the common good of us all.
yeah,
I'm not talking about, I mean, yes, my direct community here, but I mean like
humanity.
this planet, humanity. And I can't even imagine the names and things that people could come up with, but I don't care at this point. Um, because I really think we need it. We need hope. We need bravery and courage of a different kind. And
And true bravery to me and courage is now. If you had asked me this 5 years ago, I had a different story. Um, but being vulnerable, like allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to hear and share with somebody else. Um,
yeah,
not
it always fucking. I learned that from him too. Other people do say it, but as far as I always when fucking would put up on their vulnerability is strength, I would be like something inside me, not even just my brain, but because for my past, vulnerability was weakness. I want to show you strength. But really, it's extremely accurate. Very accurate.
and so many amazing things can come from it. Allowing yourself, like it's hard, and you have to trust yourself and um, be willing to receive whatever you may get back. Um, but most of the time, it's the most amazing feeling, and that same feeling is what everyone else is looking for too. Um, that being vulnerable allows you to make a true connection with somebody, and connection is what we all need, especially right now. Connection is what gives us hope. That's why all the lockdowns and whatever are so crazy. It's not, I mean, yes, we can hide in the woods. Angie can sometimes hide a little longer than most, but essentially we're all people, and we all need love. Without love, you know we'll die. That's what happens. It's not even new information. um, so we have to find ways to connect with people, even if it's not in person. And if you can do it in person, that's awesome. But it's the connection that we need to make with other people, and that's what gives them hope. That's what heals the old hurts. It helps you get out of the patterns, that we were talking about earlier. Is connecting, showing empathy, receiving empathy, which is way harder. Learning for myself, not for everybody. Um, Receiving, it's been a challenge for both of us at times. So, um, but
it's that's what I've learned through YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Is that you can find connection. Um, maybe, of course, it's not going to be the exact same connection as I can reach over and touch you. Um, but sometimes, I mean, really, like, it's a connection that, at least for me, um, I need it. Um, and it's that the community feeling, even though we're not all right here, which is pretty crazy, and also makes me think, that's
it's all more about,
because we're freaking awesome creatures, humans. Uh, we can do that.
we're energetically way more powerful than we know, I believe. Um,
Absolutely, 100%. Our bodies are pretty actually amazing. So, um, we would like to announce the Healed Heart Space.
the healed heart space. We want to work with other people. We haven't even decided the how. Um, to
No,
help
and
them
maybe
heal
you guys can
themselves.
help us with that.
Absolutely. Um,
But we wrote a few things down, um, things that we know. The Healed Heart Space promotes peace and abundance, journey and fun through inspiration, change in perception, love, and discovering our individual uniqueness to bring to the collective whole. Because I really truly believe that. Um, you may not feel unique, like unique in a good way, because I felt like that. Unique, yes. Good, I don't know.
Perspective.
But it is perspective. And I also know now, like, we all, at least for me, every single one of us, whether we like them or not, on this planet, have a unique purpose. And it is not for me to judge. I may not like you and your purpose right in front of me, and that's okay. I don't have to be there or go up and hug you or like you or whatever else. We don't even need to share that particular space. But we want to help since we would like to help people navigate change because there's a lot of it going on.
Change mostly from the inside out.
Yep.
Change how you think about things, how you perceive things. Um,
Whether you feel like it or not, maybe not at that moment or whatever, but you can handle it. Whatever it
yes.
is, however bad it is, however bad it looks, seems, feels, without anything good looking in the future. We have learned, what's that saying? That basically the light at the end of the tunnel, what's the saying we heard?
Yeah, oh, yes.
That light at the end of the tunnel that you see is not the illusion. The tunnel is. And to me, I was like, ooh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Because really, it is. Like, our perception can unlock a whole bunch, or it can put you in a prison of fear and not being able to change and being scared all the time, and then you're stuck constantly in that fight or flight, which we were given and made for a reason, to protect ourselves, and it's good,
But not to live in.
but not to live in. Our bodies are not meant to be under stress constantly like that. It's meant to save us in that moment. Like, is there a bear gonna come out and eat me, or is
Come on.
there, you know, a storm, a hurricane? You know what I'm saying? It's preservation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and while things can be scary, while things can be uncertain, we don't have to be frozen in fear. Um, and while you might not seem like you're frozen because you're moving about doing all these other things, your brain is frozen. And when your brain's frozen in fear, your system is pumping adrenaline and all these things. And then somebody comes and taps on your shoulder like Kim, and I'm like, what?
We're both
What?
great at that.
Um,
But we've taken a lot of time over the last 5 or 6 years um, to pull ourselves out of that space, and really, it's been awesome. Um, and we've made huge changes, and are really really happy with them, and way happier internally. I mean, I know I'm more at peace with myself than I've ever been, good, bad, and ugly. Um, and I really want to help. We both really want to help other people navigate those same changes, and really, um,
the way we've come to do that and would like to help other people do that is through edifying um, their experiences, your experiences, my experiences, recognizing strengths, helping identify triggers and how to use them for our betterment.
mm-hmm.
And
Triggers are the gold mine.
which for us really is boiled down to following our hearts and using our brain as the gifted tool that it is, but not the sole um, decision maker.
Where we've swapped it from the think first, feel later, which was my, I guess, life MO, until about 5 or 6 years ago, um, to the feel first, and then think to navigate where you want to go with it. I think. I don't know if that's not the right word.
Basically, respond versus react. It's
Yeah.
to get you out of that fight or flight mode. No, I choose to do this. I am not going to do it because I don't even know why. I'm just reacting. I don't like that. I spent a huge chunk of the first part of my life doing that. And it's not
Me too.
peaceful. It's not peaceful. And I like peace a lot. Um, the heart space wants to love and help heal other hearts. And it believes and lives in hope.